Hey everybody, I just want to casually commentate this game that I played with my friend. My friend was playing the super aggro Stitch deck that we've been having a lot of fun with. It's Amber and Amethyst. And then on the left, I'm playing a Steel and blue Sapphire, kind of a blue steel variant. I haven't seen a lot of the blue steel lists, but it's something similar to that. With a little bit of ramp, a good amount of removal, try and get some big things out quick. So the Stitch player went first, put an Olaf into ink, and then Maleficent goes into play, tapping that first ink. Over on the blue steel side, the goal is to, there are like cheap things, try and get cheap things out and try and ramp. Also gone to going into the inkwell. And then for play, tapping 1 to put in a Captain Hook. Captain Hook is a really good removal card. If you can swing with it twice, it's awesome. It has 3 attack when it's challenging. Stitch putting a Magic Broom into the inkwell, and then an Olaf into play, tapping 1 for Olaf, and then tapping another one for another Maleficent. This game actually, no one really popped off crazy hard, but this starts pretty nuts. It's turn 2. They already have 2 lore and 3 cards on the board. We have a Prince Eric going into the inkwell for blue steel, and then for play they're tapping 2 for another Prince Eric that goes into play. I think it kind of hurt to put one of those Prince Erics into the inkwell, but you need to try and hit your ink every time. If you miss an ink, you're already getting far behind. LaFoe going into ink, tapping 3 for Maleficent. Maleficent Sorcerer draws a card when she is played. Olaf getting a free trade basically, or an easy trade on the Captain Hook. That's the only downside to Captain Hook, but you got to play him. Another Prince Eric going into the inkwell. I can't remember what the hand was, but it must have not been so great for blue steel on this. Tapping 3. We have a Mickey Mouse ramping. Hitting Mickey on turn 3 is so nice, getting that extra ink. So really good to hit that on turn 3. Eric making a trade on the Maleficent, keep those 2 lores from just coming and coming. Stitch is at 4 lore right now, putting a Minnie Mouse into play. Blue Steel's at 0 lore. A Maleficent coming into play also. Is that the 3rd Maleficent? Olaf, quest for 1. The another easy trade, Maleficent against Prince Eric. Would have liked to get some better trades off of those, but they did clean a little bit up. Mickey going into play, or going into the ready rather, firing the cannons at the Maleficent. That's a good card for removal. It can really slow the opponent down, and if you get hooks to bring it back, it's nice. We just had Mickey sing to bring in 1 jump ahead to get some more ramp. Hitting some of the good ramp early on is really nice, so that's good. Smash to blast the Minnie Mouse away. Next it is over to the player on the right, putting a Minnie Mouse, Princess Minnie into play, tapping for Hey Hey the Boat Snack. We have Maleficent and Olaf are questing, putting them at 7. Ready up Mickey, draw the card for blue steel. Let's see what they got. They got another gone to into ink. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ink already, and 3 over on the other side, putting another hook into play. The Mickey's looking for what trades they have. There's a pretty good trade against the Maleficent. So they're going to do that. Mickey stays up and Maleficent goes down. Getting a good trade is really important if you can do it, but when both players are flooding a lot of cheap stuff onto the board, it's pretty hard. Minnie Mouse going into the Inkwell and playing a Hades from the board, picking up a discarded character. Olaf has a good trade on the Mickey, and then questing for 2 with Hey Hey and Minnie Mouse. We got Goons going into the Inkwell. I think at this time the blue steel's gassing out a little bit. That important draw isn't there. Making a trade on Minnie Mouse, one cost to a 2 cost, not too bad. Tapping for Maleficent, that card draw is really coming in handy for Amethyst. Hades is ready, Hey Hey is ready, and Olaf is ready. We have a Yzma going into Ink. Olaf and Hey Hey, free quest for Hades also, putting him at 12. Captain Hook going into Ink. That's if you have a lot of low costs but no big drops. Gantu just hitting the board. We can see it's 12 lore to 0 on this. Gantu hits the board. He's waiting to dry before he can do anything. The Stitch player sings for free off of Hades, drawing 2 cards, putting a Maleficent into Ink and tapping full tap for Stitch. Stitch goes into play. Pretty easy 3 quest to put him at 15. The blue steel player's drawing a card. They have no cards in hand. Flip the card. It is a Flounder. Bad timing for this. Yeah, we can see that the Stitch player just needs to tap, and they tap to quest. They will win. Gantu splashes Maleficent just as a final, like, get out of my face before the game's over. But turn ends, and that's an easy GG. Good game.